Hi everybody, I hope you are all fine. Today we're going to start our first lecture after quarantine. I prefer to make a simple review for the last lecture that we have taken before the quarantine, because I want you to link your information together. That will be easy for me and easy for you to continue the augmented reality lectures without any missing information. So let's go and have the simple review about the first lecture of augmented reality. And I hope that you have memorized this lecture before, to memorize it with me now together. Okay, let's understand and let's see what are the topics that we are going to talk about in this lecture. So, the topics that we are going to discuss in this lecture. First of all, we need to understand what is augmented reality and what is the main concept of augmented reality. And then we have to know what augmented reality system. And you must to understand the differences between augmented reality and virtual reality. And understand how augmented reality works, and what are the display techniques that you can use and it's available for you to use while you are using and you want to experience augmented reality application. Finally, we will go through some applications and examples for augmented reality. So, what's augmented reality? Augmented reality, as we see here in this definition, it's a combination of real scene viewed by a user and a virtual scene generated by a computer that augments the scene with additional information. Maybe the definition will be not that clear for you. So let's go through the pictures that are in front of you and understand the meaning of augmented reality. All these pictures illustrates the meaning of augmented reality, and you will understand the meaning of augmented reality through them. The first picture, as you see here, we have a combination or a mixture between something real and something unreal. The real thing, which is our environment, the environment that is surrounded you. As you see here, we have here this room, and this is an engine or a machine. It's a real thing. We can touch it because it's a real thing. You can touch it with your hand, and you can see them even if you don't use the augmented reality application. This is the real thing, okay? So what about this blue thing that is appeared in front of you? This blue thing is not real. So if you don't use the augmented reality application, you will not see it in your environment. Clear? Okay. This is a combination or a mixture between a real thing, mostly your reality or your real environment, okay? And this is the virtual component that you want to add it to your environment to make a good experience, to enhance the experience, to enhance the view or the scene, okay? Now, as you see, this man is wearing a special type of glasses. So we will see this in the next slides. You will understand the type of displays that can you use to see the augmented reality effect. Okay. The same thing with the next picture. You have here a 3D model for a heart, and this is not real. The real thing, which is the environment, the classroom, maybe you have here a whiteboard, and the heart model appears on this whiteboard. So this is the real thing, which is your classroom, for example. This is a real environment, and this is the 3D model, which is not real. The same thing with the third picture. Okay, I hope the definition is clear. Maybe you will not understand it that clear. Maybe you will not understand it that much, but in the last We will understand it more when we apply all these concepts particularly, okay? So don't worry about this. Let's go to the next slide. Here we have what are AR system, which is augmented reality system. An AR system as virtual computer generated. This is virtual computer generated. What we mean by virtual computer generated objects. All the unreal components or objects that we added to our environment, our real environment, we call computer generated objects. Why they are computer generated? Because it's not the computer generate them. Let's make an example for them, like the 3D models, the pictures, text, videos, audio, all of them computer generated objects. Here we have audio and other scenes enhancements to real world environment in real time. So it makes an enhancement. So when you have an empty, let's make an example for augmented reality. For example, if you have a table and it's an empty table, there is nothing on the surface of the table. You want to add some components, for example, let's say box or vase or anything on the surface of the table. If you want to make it like that, so you can use augmented reality application. You can add all these components by, you only need to focus your AR camera on the surface, and this component will be appeared in real time. This is very amazing feature in augmented reality application. All these components will be appeared in real time. So since enhancement to real world environment in real time, enhancement in real time, all of these concepts are very related to augmented reality applications. As you see here in the picture, this is a real world, and this is a vehicle, or you can say a structure of a vehicle. It's a car, I think. This man trying to understand the names maybe of each part of this vehicle or structure. This augmented reality application will appear labels and names for each part of this structure. This is very helpful. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Here we have to know what's the goal of augmented reality. Of course, this question will be in your mind. You will ask yourself, why should I know? Why should I develop applications in augmented reality while I can develop them using Android, for example, or iOS? No need for augmented reality technology. Here I will give you the answer. To enhance a person's performance and perception of the world. What does that mean? That means that you give a good experience to your user who will use your application that is developed using augmented reality. This application will be more into it has a lot of entertainment, and it will be so exciting for the user. The user will be engaged in the augmented reality application. He can interact with the application. He can see, he can enjoy all the real environment and the user himself, and interact with all of these things. There's an interaction between the user and the application. On the other hand, the ordinary applications, the interaction between the application and the user is not that much. So this is a very interesting, I can say, purpose of augmented reality applications. In addition, in augmented reality applications, you can make a more powerful applications than the other normal and ordinary applications or mobile applications. So, but we need to know what's the ultimate goal of augmented reality. The ultimate goal of augmented reality: create a system such that the user cannot focus on this word. The user cannot see the difference between the real world and the virtual augmentation of it. So anyone can make an augmented reality application, but who can make a good performance and a good experience of augmented reality? The one who can make an application that you can't distinguish the differences between the real world and the virtual world. You feel that the virtual component or object is part of the real world. This is the excellent augmented reality application. So all of us need to reach the ultimate goal of augmented reality. Inshallah, in our labs, we will go through all of these things and we will make a powerful augmented reality applications. Okay. So now, after we understand the concept of augmented reality, we need to know of course, when you search the internet, you will see another term, which is virtual reality. Now, let's have a look to what is virtual reality. Virtual reality is the technology capable of immersing the user in a totally different world. Look at this totally different world. It means you will not use your real environment. If there is a totally different world, as you see in the pictures, look at this person. He's in totally different environment, and this girl, and the same thing. So if you are not seeing your real environment while you are using the application, so it is not an augmented reality application. It's a virtual reality application. Okay. Okay. There is different type of. I can say virtual reality. We can use mostly. We use virtual reality with video games, like Second Life game. If you know about it, this is a virtual reality application and games. You can search the internet more about them. Okay, here let's see the differences: augmented reality and virtual reality. If you see the glasses or the devices that we wear to use the augmented reality application or the virtual reality application. In the virtual reality application, you wear this kind of glasses, devices, and you can enjoy the virtual reality experience. So, and in the in augmented reality, there is a type of glasses special for augmented reality applications. But you still see the environment, the real environment around you. These glasses make you able to see the real environment around you. So there's a special glasses or devices for augmented reality and for virtual reality. They are not the same. Here we have a brief or summarizing this slide, summarizing the differences between augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented reality system augments the real world scene. It means we add additional virtual things to our world scene, to our real environment. But in the virtual reality, totally immersive environment, it means totally unreal environment. You go to an unreal environment, okay? This is the main difference between augmented reality and virtual reality. In augmented reality, user maintains a scene of presence in the real world. It means if you use an augmented reality application, you're still able to control the system. You're still able to interact with the system and involve the user in the augmented reality application. Still see your environment. But in virtual reality, the system are under the user, or all the scenes that you are seeing are under the control of system. So the system can make any changes, can do anything with this scene around you. You can't do anything. You only enjoy and go through the application. And but the difference thing with augmented reality. Okay. Needs mechanisms to combine virtual and real world. Of course, we will understand in our labs what are the mechanisms that can help us to combine between virtual and real world together to make an augmented reality application. We will see all of these things, so don't worry. We have some platforms, we have some SDKs that will help us to make augmented reality application and make this combination between the virtual and real world. This is how AR works. Of course, you are careless about how AR works. First of all, you have your mobile phone, for example. Pick a real world scene using AR camera in your mobile. You will understand how can you add an augmented reality camera to your application, so don't worry. So the only thing you need is to pick a real world scene. Take a picture. Don't take a picture, actually you scan your real world, okay? And then after a certain matching, all the virtual components and object will be added to the scene, to the real environment. Not virtual reality, since it is not virtual reality, as I told you before, since the environment is real, and this is the main and ultimate difference between augmented reality and virtual reality. Okay? Let's go to the next slide. Okay, when we talk about augmented reality applications, there is types for augmented reality applications. We have two types of augmented reality, which is marker-based augmented reality and markerless augmented reality. Okay? So let's have a look to the two types of augmented reality. In this semester, we will go through marker-based augmented reality. What's a marker-based augmented reality? You have a marker or a picture or a sign. As you see here in the picture, this is a picture of a plane. You design it as you want. It depends on your purpose. And then this picture will help you to display the 3D model, the audio, text, and whatever, any virtual component, depending on this marker. So it depends on a marker. Okay? When you scan this marker, when the AR camera scans this marker, this 3D model, for example, this plane will be appear on this marker. How we do that, we will understand it in the labs. Okay? And what about the markerless AR? It is the opposite. You don't need any markers. The AR camera scans the environment around you, for example, surfaces, walls, grounds, and anything. And all the, as you see here, the virtual components will be appeared on the screen. Okay? And this is the main difference between marker-based AR and markerless AR. What I want you to know is when you use marker-based AR, we use a specific or certain SDKs and techniques to make this kind of augmented reality application. On the other hand, when you want to use a markerless augmented reality, so the same thing, you need a specific SDKs and certain techniques that can help you to make a markerless augmented reality. So, and this is the difference, okay? As I told you, in this semester we will go through marker-based augmented reality. And now let's have a look to the displays that can help you to enjoy and to illustrate augmented reality. The first one, which is head-mounted display, HMD. As you see here in the picture, it's a head-mounted, covers all your head and eyes, and you can use it. The same thing if you have eyeglasses. This is eyeglasses. It's like a normal glasses, but it's designed for augmented reality, and you only need to wear it, and then you can use it as an augmented reality device. And we have the handheld devices, and this is what is available for all of us, like mobiles, tablets, iPads, and so on. Okay, but they are a small display that fits in a user's hand, so you can hold it in your hand and use it. They are portable, public, physical constraints of the user having to hold the device. This is the only constraint, that you need to hold the device if you want to use the AR application. Not like the this type of displays. You don't need to hold anything in your hand. And here we have the contact lenses, or visual retina display, and this is under development. It's still not available. Okay, you can search more about all of these displays. Spatial is kind of digital projector, and you display your augmented reality experience while you are using this kind of displays. So I will not go deeper in this displays. You can search it on the internet, because I don't want to make the video too long. Let's go to the applications of augmented reality. So where can I use augmented reality? For what purposes can I use augmented reality? You can use augmented reality in so many fields. For example, we have medical, entertainment, which is very popular, military, engineering design, robotics, education. There's a lot of applications in education. It's very famous field in augmented reality. You will see a lot of applications for in augmented reality for education. Manufacturing, maintenance, repair, customer design, hazard detection, and audio. All of these fields and so many more, you can use augmented reality application for these applications. Okay, let's have a look for a medical field. In medical, we have some examples in medical. As you see here in the picture, you have this man. This is, as you see here, this is the real environment, and we have picture, text, 3D models, everything. This is not real. It's virtual objects that appears on the screen while you are using the augmented reality application. This is for students, in medicine students, or anyone who wants to learn and understand any medical field or sector. You can use this type of applications. And as you see here, we have babies, and the brains, they are not real. They are augmented brains. This is very helpful for students, for special students, anyone who wants to understand all these concepts. And here we have the entertainment, which is very popular. A lot of games, a lot of applications using augmented reality. I can mention you some examples like Pokemon Go game, which was very famous and popular. This game is using augmented reality. If you don't know it, you can search it on the internet. And we have Snapchat. Snapchat is kind of augmented reality. It's augmented reality application, which is for entertainment, chatting, and this is a part of entertainment. And so many games, you can search for all of them. In defense, as you see, sometimes we use augmented reality in defense while we have the soldiers training. If you want to train the soldiers, instead of giving them a real weapon, they want to test something, we can give them an augmented reality weapon. They can understand it, they can test it, and then they can do it what they really want. And so many things, so many purposes in defense, they use augmented reality applications. And education, as you see, education is very famous and popular thing, especially with children education. they need to help them to understand the concepts of the subject. So they gave them an augmented reality application for the subject book. They can understand that, as you see here in the picture, we have the planets, we have all these things. You have a book, and you can apply an augmented or develop an augmented reality application for this book, and this will facilitate the concepts of the subject for students, for children, make something funny for students, for especially if they are children, like storybooks and so many things. So in this semester, I hope you enjoy this augmented reality and make a wonderful project in augmented reality. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all the best. See you on the next lecture.